You want to do an advent calendar with me? Yeah? You want to do an advent calendar? Yeah, he doesn't like the smells though, so he doesn't like any of the perfumes. He leaves whenever I do perfume. But you want to do an advent calendar? Yes, please. Okay, you and I and Orville are going to do another advent calendar from Macy's. I know. And yes, it's all going to be mini sizes. And I know that. But it was only $35, I think. So we're going to do together the Macy's Glow Getter Advent Calendar. Let's get on in this. So we're going to do the Advent Calendar together from Macy's. This is 25 days, a beauty Advent Calendar. And we have the sleeve. And the sleeve, nope, the box says that this is a $75 Advent Calendar with a $236 value. We will be the judge of that. But I paid $35 for it, and right now the Macy's website is saying it's out of stock. But it was there a little while ago, so I don't know what happened. So this is the inside. It gives very much winter holiday sweater vibes, which is kind of cool. And we're gonna open this up together. Day one is right here. Okay, we're just gonna get into this and we're gonna make a mess, and that's okay. I don't know what happened to anything around here. So day one. We have Kiehl's, and this is a pretty big bottle for Kiehl's. It's a sample, but it's a deluxe sample. It's the Ultra Facial Cleanser. So we have a Kiehl's cleanser. And if you were with me on the other 25 days that was more expensive, we got the itty bitty little pot of Kiehl's. But this is a fluid ounce. This is 1 fluid ounce Kiehl's cleanser. Okay, cool. Day two. Okay, I hope you all are warm. Jeez, even in California, it's cold. And I know people are making fun of Californians because like, it's cold. Damn. And we have Peter Thomas Roth. It's a sample size of Peter Thomas Roth, but it's actually bigger than the itty bitty little squeezy tubes that we normally get from this brand. This is 5 mils. I don't know what those squeezy tubes are, but they might be 5 mils too. But this is a little bottle of Kiehl's. Kiehl's, goodness. This is a little bottle of water drenched hyaluronic glow serum, 5 mils. Okay, bigger than what we normally get. And then we need day 3. I know none of these are going to be full size, but for $35, I really thought I would try it out. Day 3, yeah, the squeezy tube. And we have day 10 appearing too. Get over there when it's your turn, day 10. So day 3 we have Russian, Kors. Is Kors Russian? Foaming, another cleanser. We have a foaming clean cream cleanser. This is 20 mils, so it's a little Kors mini sample. And, but yeah, there's like Russian on the bottle. That's really interesting. So we have our second cleanser. Day 4. God, I wish they invent better pushy doors. Kapari, a small Kapari, but we have Kapari. Golden body oil. We've gotten this before somewhere else, but Kapari body oil. Not bad. This is, I don't want to say that this is better than the one that we did yesterday. This one, I don't want to say that this is better because the minute I do, it's going to go downhill really quickly. So we're going to keep my thoughts to myself. Day 5, because day 5 is the little tiny one right here. So just when I'm thinking, oh, this might be better, we get a little tiny itty bitty door. And this is going to be a little squeezy tube of something. Let's find out what. It's a little, I know what it is. It's a little Laura Mercier setting powder. I can tell by the packaging. I was right. Yeah, little Laura Mercier little setting powder. And we've gotten this particular size quite a bit. So then we need 6. We have a bigger door here on 6. But you know what big doors mean, right? Big doors mean sheet masks. And it's a sheet mask. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it's a sample though. It's a liquid glass, high gloss smoothing blowout cream by Dry Bar. And it's a sample size on the sample card that you can get for free at the cash register. And this is 10 mil. This is 10 mil of product. They got me. I thought it was gonna be a sheet mask. 7. I'll go up here to 7. It's gonna absolutely destroy it. Okay, this is, I'm sure, a mascara. Is this a mini mascara? Yes, this is a Idol Flutter Extension Instant Lengthening mascara in the shade Black by Lancome. Okay, we knew we were gonna get all minis. I knew that. But I actually like that mascara. Not enough to go buy it full price, but... And then door 8, we have another sample. We have another sample on a larger card, and it's Grande Brow. And this will last you 2 weeks to 3 weeks, and it takes 3 months for the product to show. But I like Grande. I like Grande Lash. 9 is couldn't figure out, see where to get it open at. I'm just gonna tear them. A little itty bitty MAC lipstick ceramizer, Hyper Real Ceramizer, but it's still a little squeezy tube. It's a little bitty squeezy tube, and a little squeezy bottle of probably 5 mil. Yep, 5 mil. Little MAC Hyper Real Ceramizer. So we have day 10. You can see how much I destroyed. So here's day 10. We know it's a sheet mask because it had migrated its way to some of the other doors already. Day 10. Orville's sitting here watching me. And it's hydrating. It's another Squishmallow. So we got a Squishmallow Tony Moly hydrating. This is a honey vitamin C mask. We got a mask in the other advent calendar by the same brand, Tony Moly. 11 is down here in the corner. Oh, okay, this is tiny, but it's still bigger than what we saw yesterday in those little itty bitty pots. Clinique. And this is the Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. This is our 3rd cleanser, right? So day 12 is Better Than Sex Sample Mascara, which is the same mascara that we got in the other Macy's advent calendar. Interesting. So you can see a pattern why this one's sold out and the other one's still available. 12, so now we need 13. Okay. Probably a smaller size door. A smaller size door for a very tiny product. What is this? This is Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, 1.5 milliliters. 1.5 milliliter. God, that's tiny. My cat would play with this. Look how tiny that is. This is trash. This is absolute trash. I don't understand, and I don't understand why ABH thinks that this is a good thing, right? Why does ABH think that putting 1.5 mil of product in an advent calendar, and then the consumer opening up that advent calendar, seeing the 1.5 ABH Clear Brow Gel, and then thinking, oh my God, I got ABH. I really want to know why these brands, no, let me rephrase that. I really want to know why consumers think that this is okay. Why do we think that this is okay? This is trash. This is a bunch of packaging and it's a tiny, tiny bit of product, and this is trash. This is a one-use product and this is trash. It's not cute, it's not fun. It pisses me off more than making me want to go buy anything from them. In fact, I'm like, screw it, I'm not going to even buy from ABH if they're going to be 1.5 ml product. Okay. 14. Moving on. And these are getting tiny. This is NYX. We have an Extreme Sensational Duck Plump. We have the Duck Plump. I am curious. I have. Oh, I was thinking, I can't remember what I have on my lips. So this is Duck Plump, small bottle. And 2 2.7 mil. 2.7 mil. You can feel it working immediately. So this I almost understand as a sample, because you might want to see, can you handle it before you buy the big bottle. So I almost can understand that. Almost. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. 15. We have a little bit more. Oh, self-tanning purity from natural glowing skin. Bronzing water face mist. Okay, Central Pay self-tan purity. 16. 16. And we have another mascara. Is this 3 mascaras? Bang Bang. Just the little mini size, little Bad Girl Bang Benefit mascara, and the color black. Intense pitch black, because dare we get a color other than black. 3 tiny mascaras. 17. And I actually really like this product. This is Belief. I also know how tiny this is, but I do keep this like in my makeup bag or in my purse, and I do like this a lot. So I'm gonna use this. I'll use this up. I like this Belief. I like the smell. Very classic smell. Very small. This is 0.33 or 10 milliliters of product, but I like it, and I will use this up. Would I like more? Of course. I would always like a bigger bottle. 18, small, small. By the way, it's a little tiny itty bitty squeezy tube. Tiny little squeezy tube. And this is Pore Vanishing Smashbox Photo Primer, Photo Finish Primer. Tiniest little guy. Tiny, 1 use. 2 uses if you're, I don't know, 2 uses. I don't really use primers. A lot of us don't use primers much anymore. But this is ridiculous. Ridiculously small. Again, free sample. To give this away, you go in and say, hey, can I try a primer? And they will give this to you for free. But I had to buy a $35 advent calendar to get a free sample. 19, we have a color product. What is this? This is Sugar Sugar NCLA Beauty Lip Scrub. I can't smell it because of my lips. My lips are like going into my nose. I can't quite tell what that fruit is because my lips, sorry. But I like that. That's fine. Tiny, itty bitty, miniature. 20. We're not going to have a big 20 reveal of the 25th day. I already know that. We're just going to continue getting itty bitty little samples. A sample on a sample card that you would be able to walk into Bare Minerals and say, can I try this new Skin Rescue Pure Moisture Serum? And they would say, of course you can. Here's a free sample. Take this free sample. 21. And it's just another mascara. We have this is what, the 4th mini little tiny itty bitty mascara. This is YSL Lash Clash. I like this. It's great. It gives pretty good volume. I like it. I could go into Nordstrom and say, I really want to try that YSL Lash Class. Can I get a free sample? And they would say, of course you can have a free sample. Here, take this. 22, another small itty bitty dark. And we have Philosophy. One Step Facial Cleanser. Is this the 4th cleanser we've gotten? So we have a little bottle of the facial cleanser. This size isn't terrible. Again, this is a nice size if you're gonna go, on a trip or something and you want to take a cleanser. This is a nice size. 23, the BB Thickening Dry Spun Texture Spray. Yeah, we got this in the advent calendar that I opened. Of course, I don't know when you're watching this, but we got this exact same one. It was a $99 advent calendar that I bought for $49. This is a $75 advent calendar that I got for $35, and this is the exact same product. Several of these are the exact same product. 24, we have LMS. We got LMS yesterday, but we got a different one. This is the Superfood Midnight Facial Nourishing Sleeping Cream. So I've been wanting to try this, so I will take this. But this is a superfood, and again, we got LMS in the calendar yesterday that was 25% more. Get the right percentage. Moisturizing cream I like, and I will use this, and I will use this up in a couple of days. Day 25. the last day of the advent calendar that I have ripped to shreds. Absolutely ripped to shreds. We're going to open up 25 together. Well, maybe not. Day 25, we have a beauty blender. That is so funny. Why do calendars think we need this many beauty blenders? We got the itty bitty baby beauty blender in the Ulta one. We got a beauty blender in Ipsy. We got a beauty blender. We got a full-size beauty blender in another advent calendar. And now we have another full-size beauty blender in this advent calendar. So cool. Well, that about wraps it up. I've destroyed the advent calendar, and I've come to the conclusion that Macy's is a ripoff and all they want is our money. This one and this one for 100% sure is a completely corporate greed cash grab. And this is also a cash grab, but just not as much of a cash grab. They really had to reduce, to $35 for it to sell out. And it's a little bit less of a cash grab. So I had to make back $1.40 a day to make back my investment of $35. And I think for the most part I did that. For the most part I was able to do that. Everything in here, for the most part, everything in here I think I will use, except for Anastasia, except for ABH. Because I really want to know if ABH thinks this is okay. Do they really think that their ABH customers are this stupid and that they're going to go, oh, I now have an ABH product. Let me use it for a week or two to see if it really holds my brows, and then I'll go buy a full-size bottle. Bull. No, not going to do it. This is going to go in the garbage, or I'll let my cat play with it, one of the two. So I'm curious what you think. You don't like that, huh? You smell my lips? I'm curious what you have to think about this calendar. Would you have spent $35 on this calendar? Would you have spent $75 on this calendar? And again, can you please tell me where the $235 value is? Because it's not in there. It is not. There's no way there's $235 for 4 little baby mascaras, this tiny trash of eyebrow gel, and all these samples. How are free samples worth $235? I really truly need to know. Do you want to know too? So thanks for stopping to the end. Again, thank you for letting me rant and rave. And I'm hoping that you didn't waste your money, and that's our goal, is not to waste our money. No, because I need to spend all my money on you. Thank you. Have a fantastic holiday season. Wherever you go, whatever you're doing, you have a great season. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye. So this is everything we got. 1 mask, 1 hair product, 2 hair products, 4 mascaras, 1 brow product, a beauty application, 4 cleansers, 5, 6 different oils and whatnot, a 2 lip products, a primer, and a self tanner.